Betsy, another one of these stupid, pointless videos that are making, just because I love you, really. Mommy hasn't commented on the last one, so I have no idea if you thought it was hilarious or if it was enjoyable. The one with me in the taxi, I think Mummy's just too busy right now to sit down and watch it. Guess what this shop sells? It says gun shop. And then underneath it's all faded out, but it says Second Amendment. So they have something in America called the Constitution, which is like the master laws. And then they changed it once. That was, I don't know what the First Amendment was. I think the First Amendment was getting rid of slavery, and then the second one was the right to bear arms. Which if you're Americans, they all get very defensive about it. I mean, if I lived here, I would probably have a gun. Probably. But you can buy them here anywhere, and there's a special course you have to do if you want to hide a gun on you, you know. Anyhow, Mexico's not like that, so you don't need to worry about that. They're not really set up for walking about here. Like, nobody walks, everybody drives. I know this because I'm the only Michigan or crazy person actually walking. Like, if you try and walk from one place to another place, you can't actually figure out how to do it because it's all like fences and stuff, you know? Maybe the taxi video was a bit dark. Down to Mangu restaurant. What's Mangu? I don't know what Mangu is. So everything's in Spanish here. Like, officially the language is English, I think, but everybody speaks Spanish. They should just make Spanish the official language. La major comida is food Dominica. It's Dominican food of the Dominican Republic. No fumar en la ventana. No smoking at the window. Al momento de hacer su I don't know what that means. When you learn another language, actually, you're a lot better at hearing it when it's spoken to you. I'm actually quite good at Spanish and Vietnamese, but when I speak it, people just start laughing at me. This is the local paper, kind of like your Glasgow South and Eastwood Extra. Right, for the Cuban community, because the area I'm staying in is called Hialeah, which is the Cuban area. So, accident in your car, you get some money for it. Cuban people get a divorce for $49. Immigration, because a lot of people here illegally, they just like climb over a wee fence. Literally. Accident to survival personal injury accident lawyer. So if you have a job, let's say you work for McDonald's, right? And then let's say your job is to cook the chips, and then let's say one day it gets too hot and it splashes you with hot oil and you get burnt and you get a fright. Then you phone this guy and he'll get you some money. You then take that money and then you go on holiday with it. Like Israel or wherever you want to go. Grandma did that once. Ask Mummy about it. Bancarotta consultant. Don't know that word. Bancarotta. I think it means solicitor. Bancarotta. I'm not sure. I don't know that word yet. But as regards to the food, I'm not so keen. I don't know what that is. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like hash browns. Something below it is basically looks like worms. worms with 2 slices of toast and 2 slices of wurst. And then for your starters, you can have some soup here. Some soup. I can identify carrot in it, which technically makes it chicken soup. It's the only thing that's common to all. Hello. Yeah, the only thing that's common to all chicken soup is actually the carrot. Mango. It's a mango. It's a Cuban restaurant. Quesadillas, fish. That's pargo frita. It's fried. Plantain. More plantain is like a big banana, but it tastes different. Sandwiches cubano. Some kind of meatball thing going on with a side salad. Grandma wouldn't like it because there's no salmon on the menu. Drug and alcohol, 4, 8, 12-hour traffic courses. Don't know what that means. But I do know that the lady in front of me, Cuban barber shop. He wants Cuba to be free, because Cuba is not free at the moment. It's a communist country and nothing works there. Like they don't even have, like they have a law in Cuba says that so little electricity you're only allowed to put your toaster on between certain hours, and then it's actually a law that says you can't put your toaster on without electricity. Anyway, in case you're wondering what I'm actually doing, I'm not just wandering about aimlessly looking at restaurants. I'm going to get my rental car because I'm going to be here until the 17th because I'm quite enjoying it, and the reason I'm here has been delayed a little bit, but we'll be fine. U-Haul, that's an American tradition. That's like when you want to move house, you come here, you get a lorry or a trailer. Hialeah, that's where I'm living. Right, so as I was saying, this whole holiday I've been using this method of getting hotel rooms called Priceline Express, or as I call it, Lucky Dip. And what you do is you just they show you a bit of the map, right, the circle around it, right, but they don't show you any hotels or any pictures of any hotels. It just says Mount Sinai. A lot of the hospitals here were started by Jewish people. Yeah. Yeah, so it's called Priceline Lucky Dip, and they just put a circle around an area and say, look, we'll give you a 4-star hotel in this area, right? But we won't tell you anything about it or show you pictures, okay? We will charge you this price, like $65 or whatever. But you don't get to know anything about the hotel other than where it is. Like you might say, I don't know, we'll give you a hotel on the south side of Airdrie, but we won't tell you if it's got Wi-Fi, we won't tell you if it's got a pool, right? But we will tell you that it's got a rating of 7 or more. That's all you know about it, right? So I've been using that for 5 weeks. First time I did it, because so what happens, you put credit card details in, and then you hit OK, and then it takes your money, right? And then you've got to be careful here because they drive on that side of the road. See, I keep looking that way when I should be looking that way. Are they going to change? Or you're not allowed to cross the road here on a red band. It's against the law, and they'll give you a ticket for it. It's called jaywalking. Whereas I would just wander across there, not here. But I have to wait for the green man over there. See? It's the law. Also, just to totally confuse the hell out of you, they're allowed to turn right on a red light, if that makes any sense. So the light for this man over there is red, right? But he's turning round. And he must have a lot of money because he's driving a Bentley. But most states have it, but some states don't. So he's allowed to turn right on a red unless there's a sign saying he can't, which is the same in Scotland. If imagine Mummy got to a light which she's driving and then she turned it was a red light which she turned left. To look to see anybody coming, turn left, that's the same thing. Push button to cross West 60th Street. Wait for the green man. Oh, there we go, right, there's the green man. That big truck man, and he's not waving back, so good. 9 seconds, 50 seconds, whatever. Mental. Right, so as I was saying before I was really interrupted, so it takes your money, then it tells you what hotel you get, and then you can be either like a little bit sad, or you can be happy, or very happy, or very, very happy. Or in my case, when I went to Cancun, very, 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 very ecstatically happy. Oh, look at that. Kelly's Tires in Hialeah. I didn't know your daddy had a tire shop. Or his cousin, I don't know. Gunaholic, let's go look in there. So, as I was saying, I got this brilliant hotel room, like the best ever. It had, wait for it, it had 2 televisions, with each one with Netflix, Paramount Plus, the whole shebang. It had a kitchen. It had the biggest bed I've ever seen in my life. Like, I could sleep on it sideways, and he's selling like submachine guns and stuff. Don't worry, I'm just showing my niece back home because she's never seen a gun shop. So. Yeah, it wasn't anything. Don't worry about it. Please don't shoot me or anything like that. Yeah. No, I'm only joking. Really? Because we don't have guns in Scotland. You don't ever see a gun in Scotland. Her name is Betsy and she's 8 years of age.
Okay. Yeah, my kids started when they was 7. They started shooting when they was 7. Now they're better than me.
Well, your kids started shooting when they're 7, yeah. And now they're better than you. So I know.
They're a lot better than me.
Yeah.
I can't shoot for nothing.
What? So I know nothing. I'm going to the gun show this weekend.
Okay.
There's a course I've got to do to get to be concealed.
Or the gun show?
No, there's a course or permit I've got to do to be able to carry a concealed weapon. Is that right?
Yeah, they do the classes over there. Yeah.
But will they let me do it without an American passport? Like just no, I don't think so.
You can go to a gun store that have a gun range.
Yeah.
And you can rent a gun in there and shoot in there.
But I'm not allowed to get a permit.
Well, you don't have the residency, right?
I don't have the what?
You are not resident?
No, I don't. Well, I have. No, I'm here legally, but on a visitor visa.
No, you're okay, the visa. Yeah, but when you get the residency, then you can buy a gun.
Oh, so I have to get temporary residency in America before I can own my own gun?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And then when I get temporary residency, then I come in and then I pay you for a course to do a concealed weapon. Yeah, all right. So So which gun does your daughter fire? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, for the kids.
Well, for your daughter, yeah. What?
For my sons.
Your son.
They start
Sorry,
with 22.
They started with a 22. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure this one here.
Like, we know nothing about guns in the UK, like nothing. We're allowed shotguns, but then only if the police come round and inspect your house.
So we start with this one.
Yeah.
You know what? Why? Because this is the only thing that goes back and forward.
It's simple.
So when they're little, they tend to, oh, what's going on? And
You get
so
a fright.
You can hold it. You can hold it and it doesn't damage you. So you can, they say you're going to range with her. And she's wandering around or when to shoot like that.
Yeah.
You can hold the gun down.
Oh, see.
And it doesn't damage your fingers.
Oh, see. They can't catch fingers in it as well. Yeah.
It's like that only.
So the first, so the first thing you teach them is to point at the ground, right?
Yeah, I always, do the film where you're going to shoot. And the fingers are always like this.
You teach them to have the finger on the side.
On the side, always.
Always on the side.
When you take it out, even for you,
so
always on the side.
I was taught to take it out, always to keep it pointed at the ground. Like never point at anybody.
Yeah, but always the finger on the side.
Always the finger on the side.
When you're ready to shoot, then you go. So, you go all the time like this. All the time.
Yeah.
When you're ready to shoot.
Yeah. So your sons got that gun when they were 5? Did you see 5 or 7?
When you was 6 when you started, right? 6. Yeah, 6.
Oh, is that your dad? Oh, hi, James. Hi.
Him and his brother, both of them. Now they are big.
Well, no, I started when I was 6 because Solito was 7.
Yeah.
You started when you were 6 and your older brother was 7, yeah?
He's a year older.
Can you remember your first gun? Can you remember your first gun? Can't.
Mark II?
Yeah, this one.
The ours was blue.
Oh. Well, so I have to shoot at a range then, basically.
Yeah, you go to a range and you rent a gun.
Yeah.
And you can shoot in there.
And then for home defense, what's like your top selling model?
So on the fence is people buy like shotguns.
I would say
people
shotgun.
like ARs.
Shotguns or rifles.
Shotguns and ARs, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the two. It's on you whatever you like more.
$480 for that one, Smith & Wesson 22. And then that one, the red one up there. All right. Listen, I feel I'm taking up your time, but thank you very, very much for letting me film your store. Thank you very much.